These Fortnite emotes are gone forever, and I'm going to be explaining why. So make sure you comment down below if you own any of these, as they should never be returning. And actually, a lot of them are pretty rare now. For example, the stuck emote with the Cardi B song was last seen over 415 days ago, and it was only in the item shop twice. Normally, when a cosmetic only comes out 2 times, it does become rare because there was hardly any chances to buy it, and then it hasn't came back. But I think there's probably 2 reasons why this emote hasn't returned. The first one being that when it released, there was a lot of controversy about the lyrics. People was thinking it was saying a bad word when really it actually isn't, but it does sound like it is. Second of all, there was some pretty negative news with Cardi B, and it wouldn't be influential to bring this emote back at the current time. However, who knows, it could return in the future and they might change which part of the song they use. For now though, stuck is a rare emote, so check if you or a friend has it. Okay, so this next topic is kind of interesting. We all know the emotes Fresh, Tidy, Rambunctious, and Hootenanny shouldn't be making a return, right? Well, actually, that isn't quite true. Now, there was a streamer who was given the chance to make his own locker bundle, and he actually pulled up the Microsoft Excel document on his computer screen so the stream could see it. And there was a list of every emote you're allowed to use in locker bundles. And guess what? The Hootenanny emote was actually a part of this list, meaning it will return. Like, literally, creators can pick this emote to return it in a locker bundle, which means it can just drop in the item shop by itself at any time. And if you didn't know, the reason why Hootenanny wasn't supposed to be returning is because it's from a movie called Dumb and Dumber. And you guys all know what happened with Fresh and Rambunctious. They used it from a TV show and there was a bunch of issues with the emotes. And I'm guessing Fortnite just didn't want any issues with the Dumb and Dumber creators. But the thing is, the emote Crazy Feet is also from a movie and that releases all the time. So I guess it's not always a problem depending on which emote it is. And as far as it goes with Fresh, Rambunctious, and Tidy, you're not allowed to use these in locker bundles. They wasn't on the list. However, that doesn't technically mean they won't return. That just means creators aren't allowed to use them in a locker bundle. And if you didn't already know, there isn't a lawsuit for these emotes anymore. It's been over for a long time. And I actually believe Fortnite won the lawsuit. Apparently the dances were too simple to copyright, meaning technically like Fortnite can bring these back if they want to. However, I don't know how they would do it. I don't know what would be the right time for them to bring these back. But the Snoop Dogg emote Tidy, I don't know about this one. I'm guessing they're just waiting for Snoop Dogg to maybe play Fortnite again or a collaboration in the future. Who knows? But all I'm going to say is that I don't think these emotes are going to be in the vault forever. I do feel like they will return one day. Next up, we have all 3 DaBaby emotes. Go Mufasa and Jabba Switchway. These 2 always used to release together. Like whenever one came out, the other one would be out as well. And then the other DaBaby emote is Pull Up. Now, Pull Up has not been out for over 470 days. Like, a lot of people don't even know about that. So it's been way over a year since we've seen this emote. And for Jabba Switchway and Go Mufasa, these 2 was last seen over 440 days ago. So again, way over a year. I've had a lot of people asking me why these emotes haven't came back. Are they getting rare and all that kind of stuff? So the reason why these haven't been out is because, again, just like the stuck emote, there was a lot of controversy with DaBaby going on, and it just wouldn't really make sense for these emotes to return. But that isn't to say they're gone forever. Like, I do feel like they could return in the future, but for now, I mean, I wouldn't say they're rare because they came out 20 times. But anyone who started playing Fortnite after August 2021, they don't own these emotes, which does make them kind of unique if you have in your locker because, yeah, people can't get them right now. So you might want to check if you have any of these 3. I wouldn't expect them to return anytime soon, but never say never. Fortnite could randomly drop these at any time. But to be honest, I believe they're kind of waiting for the DaBaby controversy to die down, then they're going to release them. So moving on to Travis Scott, we all know the Rage emote is not going to return because it was from a challenge. So that leaves the other Travis emote, which is the Headbanger. This was currently last seen over 900 days ago, almost 1,000 days since we've seen it in the item shop. So it's kind of getting to the point where I feel like it's never going to return. There's been many theories of why it won't return, for example, of what happened to Astro World, or apparently Travis Scott doesn't want it to come back. Like, who actually knows the real reason? I don't think anyone even does, other than Epic. So honestly, you might want to see if you have this emote because it's not been out for 3 years. And it may never even return. Not only that, but it was only in the item shop for 6 days as well. So there wasn't a huge amount of time to actually buy the emote. Next up, I quickly want to cover the out with the old emote. Now, when this came to the item shop, it never had a limited time tag on it, so people didn't really know if it was going to return or not. But after it not returning last year, we can pretty much confirm it's never going to come back. I mean, why would it? It changes from 2020 to 2021, and even the emo icon says 2020 as well. So yeah, we can pretty much confirm it's never going to return, although it was never mentioned that it was limited time. So this is definitely a rare emote as well if you have it. And eventually it's going to be over 1,000 days and not in the shop. Next up, we have the Slalom Style emote, which was last seen over 200 days ago. This is another one a lot of people have been asking me about. And the main answer I know of is that Young Thug has a lot of stuff going on with his life, causing a lot of negative news in the press. And obviously it's his song, so that makes sense for it not to return, right? But the other reason could just be because this is a winter emote and it wasn't winter anymore. So maybe that's just why it didn't come back. Like, I don't know. It could be any of those reasons. It could be both of those reasons. But originally, this emote released in January, then February, so if it doesn't return in these upcoming months, I would say it's probably not going to be coming back because of the Young Thug situation. That's the only way we're truly going to know if it's going to come back or not, is after those dates. But for now though, it is actually getting kind of rare because it only released in the shop 4 times. So again, make sure you go ahead, check if you have this in your locker, or ask a friend if they have it. Next up, we have an emote which actually never released to the game, but it was in the files and it was supposed to come out. It's called Sad Claps. You may have heard of this emote, you may have seen this emote, but never in game, as yeah, it never released. Now the thing is, the reason why people think it's not released is because of the audio. I mean, just listen to this. Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand why this emote hasn't came out, to be honest. I think the memes and controversy if this emote did release would be a bit crazy. So you guys can expect this to never release, but it is kind of funny and I had to mention it in a video. By the way, actually, who would buy this if it did release? Comment down below. The next emote we have is It's Complicated, last seen over 430 days ago. If you didn't already know, there was a choreographer trying to sue Epic Games for using a part of their dance moves. But I'm pretty sure they lost the lawsuit and it wasn't actually copyrighted. But even with that happening, I don't know if this emote is gonna return. Maybe Epic Games just respect the choreographer, they don't want to bring it back. There's endless possibilities of why it's not released, but technically it can come back, so I don't really know where this emote stands. I guess you could say it's a complicated situation. Alright guys, next up we have another emote which I can actually show you guys in game. It's called Sit right here, as you can see. And this emote, you literally just sit down, like that is literally it. That's all the emote does. As you can see, I am using it in this map right here. It's called March Through Time. And also there's the map code if you want to try out this emote for yourself. But yeah, you can do this emote in game and all it does is basically just sit down in, you know, a chill kind of way. There is also the dream emote, but this was confirmed that it was made for the map, so we know it's not going to be released. So I'm not sure why the sit emote was scrapped and why it never released. But I mean, they made the icon for it and everything. So yeah, who knows, but this emote is probably gone forever as well. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know which emotes you had and I'll see you all in the next one.